we're going to do this. It's not a load-bearing wall. I can do it. And that was in 48 hours. And I mean in 48 hours. And I had, what I loved about the volunteers is I was no different than I am to you now, except more aggressive, I suppose,
right,
because I had 48 hours to get it done. And people, just like you say, assertive. People say to me, oh, you're mean, you're tough. I'm like, look, let me give you a scenario. They losing $350,000 a year. I've got 48 hours to fix it. What would you do? Oh, please,
right.
Dave, can you take your headphones? Right? So they're real. And I got to tell you, some of the successes, the biggest debt was $1.1 million in debt, Off Street Cafe in Cerritos, California, who is still running now, doing amazing. The place, I was there probably 4 months ago. The place looks like I left it yesterday, even better, because they kept up putting money into it, changing the chairs, it's unbelievable. One in New Hampshire, the Covered Bridge. You won't remember this, but husband and wife divorced 10 years, $350,000 in debt. Imagine this beautiful restaurant on a river with a covered bridge, which was actually closed off.
Actually, I do remember that episode. Yes.
Well, let me tell you, and he was the mean, aggressive kind of guy. And I made him on date. I said, made one of them, not him. He just the one that caved. One of them give in to the other one, sign over the $350,000 in debt. She took it. And she said, I don't know how to do this. I'm like, I'm going to be with you every step of the way. They just hit $3 million a year.
Wow.
Right. And I did that 6 years ago, and a revisit. And she's one of my closest friends to date, Jen. So those that listen have gone on to do amazing things. I was just in Michigan, where the Jamaican restaurant, and they are thriving. That was 4 years ago. So 93% success rate in the last 3 years of running that show shows that when people listen and given direction and etc., they can do it. And those that don't fail.
What's the most important thing that a restaurant has to get right? Is it service? Is it food? Is it price? I know you talk about people a lot in the show,
I think it's all of them, right? You've got to be price competitive.